Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Dear students, we are going to discuss a sunrise, beautiful poem. As we have already discussed it in the previous lecture, now we are going to discuss many more things related to it. We know first of all the theme of this poem is that the poet wants to bring home that learning is never late. To learn the things, it's not a fixed time for learning. Anytime you learn things, it's all welcome. Besides that, the poetess shows a lot of love for the school children. She also complains or says something to schoolmaster that he should not or she should not scold the children who come late without knowing the reason why they have come late. This is not the right thing. That's why and in this poem the sun, she uses the sun and the Sikai, the sun as a school boy and Sikai as a master. These two things have been used to bring her point home. And she says that it was dark. It was not, the sun has not appeared because it was overcast with clouds, and the Sikai as a schoolmaster was very angry why the sun has not appeared. So somehow the sun managed to come out and got the opportunity, pushed the clouds away and came out like a late school boy to the class. And when the schoolmaster was doing his duty or giving the lecture or teaching the students the lesson, and the boy comes to the class shrinking in fear and sitting at the back, and similarly the son managed to come out just like that schoolboy. And later on, when he got the momentum, the sun became bright and yellow and shined with splendor, splendidly. And that it is the time when the Sikai, the schoolmaster, just noticed the presence of the sun, and that he scolded him, admonished him, and asked the question why he was late, why he has not come in time, what was the reason behind it. Actually, the author wants us to tell, no, one should not, the schoolmaster should never admonish or scold or rebuke the children without knowing the reason for being late to school. And besides that, she also wants to tell us that the learning or the knowledge is always welcome, because the answer given by this son at the end of the poem, that when the sun, there is no fixed time for the sunrise. When it rises, that is the sunrise. Means any time you come to learn, you can learn, and so there should not be fixed time for that learn. This is all about it. And besides that, the sun, this poetess has used different these images or different poetic devices to make it more effective and vibrant. And for that, in the very first, the sun was descending like a cataract. This is the similarity between the this appearance of sun and the cataract when it was overcast with clouds. And this is called a simile. Simile has been used here. We know simile is a comparison used by the poets to compare two things, and usually we use as and like the words before that. And besides that, there and it was thundering in anger, and besides it has been personified. Personification has been used over here. Personification means to make inanimate objects to act like animates or living objects, as if it was in human being, human characters. Living characters are given to Sikai, and it was thundering with anger. And besides that, we have another, there crept the sun came out to push it clouds and crept out like a schoolboy. Another this comparison that has been used here by poetess. And besides it has used the metaphor. Metaphor is also a comparison in which we assign the characteristics of some objects to that thing which we are going to compare. And here we have used the extended this metaphor. Extended metaphor means when the same metaphor is extended in another line, many more lines. So that's why we call it this extended metaphor. And these are different poetic devices that the poetess uses. And the her thrust is on this thing that a teacher should never scold or never never rebuke or admonish a child who comes late. He should first know the reason why he has been late. What were the reasons that he has come late? What were the things that have hindered him to come school in time? And he should know. And besides that, knowledge is always welcome. Whenever one comes to learn, learning is all the time welcome. The poetess explains, but it's a very beautiful poem, and in a beautiful way that has been described in a short poem. Though this has been used in Dogri and translated by this Dr. Karan Singh in English, and that's it's a very beautiful poem. Okay. With this, we conclude, but there are the text questions. Those are important. We are going to discuss, and one such question, let's discuss them one by one regarding this poem. First, you answer the following: the sun is compared to a cataract because three options are given. One is it is full of sunspots, it is not clear, and it is covered by clouds. Next, it is shaped like an eye. The second one is it is not clear and is covered by clouds. That's why, like the cataract, covers the people of an eye and makes the vision very difficult. And next, why was the sky thundering? Who was it angry with? We know sky was lonely, all alone, and it was raining and it was thundering in anger because he felt that why sun has not appeared. Because the poetess has compared the sky to the schoolmaster, and so he's always he would like to be the students there. The son is as a student, as a schoolboy, was late, and that is why he showed its anger, and that's why it was thundering. And in other words, it was a cloudy, it was raining, so it was also thundering in this case. And there is one more question: why does the poet compare the sun to as it comes out from the behind the clouds? Why? The sun is compared to a schoolboy, late coming schoolboy who comes late to the school. He has been compared to that boy, and when he manages to come out, he got the opportunity, pushed the clouds here and there, and then came out. This is in other words, there was an obstacle to appear for the sunrise. That was the clouds, and it was difficult for sun to, and it managed to come out. It got the chance, and it came out, and that's why it has been compared to the school. By here, the master was waiting for him. He was delivering the lesson, and the sun appeared as a schoolboy, but it was late and it was a bit shy, and that's why it in fear he sat on the back and shrinking in fear, so that he might not be noticed by his schoolmaster or teacher. And here next question: who questions the sun and why? Because sun has been compared to the schoolboy. Now, and sky has been compared to the this schoolmaster. So it was a schoolmaster who questions. Means that sky asks the question: why have you been late? And this was the question asked by the this sky to the sun. What is the sun's reply? The sun is now proud, because it is now, first it was a bit timid, or it was shrinking in fear. Now it is brightly shining. It was in palely shining. Now it is brightly shining. In a yellow light it was shining splendidly. It was magnificently. It was shining. Now it answered very proudly and said, well, there is no point in just annoying for my late arrival, because when the sun rises, that is the that is the sunrise. So it is. I'm not late. I'm always welcome. When I appear on the horizon, at that time I am that is the sunrise. Okay, and here what adjectives would use, different adjectives have been used, and in short we answered this. And here are some reference to the context. One, for example, reference: the sun was descending like a cataract in the eye of the sky. The rain was constantly splashing against the sky, washing it so that it began to look drenched and fallen, and it was thundering in anger. The sun was, what was the time, what time of the day is being described? How do you know? The sun was descending means it was either afternoon or it was the sunset. Descend means to come down. It was coming down, it was afternoon, or it was sunset, like that. It has been said in the very first line, the sun was descending. And then there is the how do you know, because this has been described in the very first line. And then which figure of speech is being used here? The sun was descending like a cataract. Figure of speech is simile, because word like has been used over here. Next question is why is the sky angry? The sky is angry because sun has not risen. Sun was late, and the sky was all alone. Sky was all alone. It was angry, and that's why he was annoyed. How does it express his anger? He expresses anger by thundering. He thundered. This is the one figure of this. Some questions these are some questions we have discussed just to keep abreast with the lesson, to remember it, and with this we conclude today's lesson. Okay.